There is an ancient manifestation technique that the world has forgotten about that you can use to attract abundance. Now, I used it to attract a home like this. That's the ocean right over there out here in Hawaii. And just a couple years ago, my wife was in debt because I couldn't pay for anything. And my whole life changed when I found out this technique, and I've been applying it. And actually, there's a rainbow right there, right out in front of the ocean, if you could see that. So I'm excited to share this with you because it's ancient and it's forgotten, it's hidden. No one really talks about this, and it will change your life. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and let's dive right into this. If you have not subscribed yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button right over there and hit the bell notification because that's what's going to notify you for new videos. Subscribe, bell notification. Let's get right to the video. Now, what I'm about to share with you was written in 800 BC. Yes, I said that. 800 BC. Think about how long ago that was. One of the most ancient texts that has ever existed, and it's largely and almost completely forgotten. But it teaches one of the greatest secrets about the laws of attraction, manifestation, and specifically attracting abundance. And it's called the Upanishads. And in the Upanishads, it's written that from abundance, he took abundance, and still abundance remains. From abundance, you can take abundance. Still, abundance will remain. Yet, the 1%, the media, our culture has convinced us that somehow you're not good enough, you're not worthy of abundance, and if you get abundance, somehow it's going to negatively affect somebody else. Like, for instance, if you attract more abundance, somehow you should feel guilty or shameful about it because someone's starving or struggling somewhere else in the world. Like, somehow, by you being in more poverty or shame or guilt around money, somehow that's going to help someone else get rich. And they've convinced us this, and it's a story that almost our entire population deals with. And almost our entire population is struggling to attract the true abundance that they desire in life. Get this, from abundance, you can take abundance, and still abundance will always remain. Comment down below. From abundance, I take abundance, and still abundance remains. So it wasn't that long ago, I was struggling so bad I couldn't pay for a single thing. Just going out and getting a few dollars worth of groceries was stressful to me. So my wife was working, she was my girlfriend at the time, was working, I don't know, about 50 hours a week. And a lot of times she'd work overtime and be gone for 12, 13 hours, including an hour of traffic each way on a good day in Los Angeles, Hollywood area. And my life wasn't working out. And I was looking at all the physical world problems as to why I couldn't attract it. Well, I'm too young. Well, I don't have a college degree. Well, maybe I'm not smart enough. Well, maybe I'm not good enough. Well, I don't have enough people that I'm helping. I was focused on everything exterior. I was finding physical reasons why I couldn't attract what I want. Now, the problem with that thinking was I thought abundance came from the physical world. I thought the financial freedom that I craved was going to come from the physical world. It all comes from that source of abundance. From abundance, he took abundance. From abundance, she took abundance, and still abundance remains. What are they speaking of here? They're talking about the divine intelligence. The creator of the universe is absolutely infinite. The creator of the universe is expanding the galaxy, the stars. You look out in the middle of the night and you see the stars and you say, how far away is that? Well, it's 900 million light years away. But then when you get 900 million light years away, you look out at the stars from over there and you say, how far is that one? Well, that's 100 billion light years away. It goes on forever. It's called infinite. Well, that same constant expansion of space and stars is the same constant expansion. That same creative force is the same force that governs our reality. It governs money. What is money? Money is energy. What are stars? Stars are a different form of energy. What is space? A different form of energy. Whatever it is that you want, it exists. And it's totally infinite, but you have to go to the source of creation. You have to, as it says in the Bible, find the kingdom of heaven within yourself. In other words, find your God self, your connection to the divine intelligence within yourself, and start affirming, I am infinite. I attract infinite abundance. I am worthy of everything that I desire. You're no longer looking to the physical world and saying, hey, the reason I don't have what I want is because of this, is because of this, is because of this. None of those things matter. They're all illusions of the physical world. When you connect to the source of abundance, to the creative intelligence of the universe, all things are possible to the person who believes. From abundance, you can take abundance and still abundance remains. You can't help people that are poor. You can't help people that are struggling with abundance unless you have abundance. Have you ever made someone feel better who's sick by being sick? Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie, you're not feeling well. Yeah, I know, I don't feel good. Hold on, let me go get sick and I think it'll make you feel better. No. Have you ever met someone, whether it was someone who was homeless on the corner or one of your best friends that just went bankrupt or lost their job, and you said, I'm so sorry this happened. Let me go give away all my money and be broke. And then you'll be better. That's not the way it works. It's the opposite. Have you ever seen someone who was depressed and going through a lot of issues in life, and you thought if you felt bad enough, they would feel better? No, that's not the way it works. The more abundance, the more you connect to the source of creation. And the way you do that is firstly by recognizing that you're not separate from it in the first place. You're an individualization of God energy. The Creator created you. The intelligence of the universe that is constantly expanding the stars and growing, that is the same intelligence that's within you. You are meant to expand like the stars into higher levels of abundance and experience more and more and more and more and more of life. See, I didn't used to think that. I thought money was a paper object that was very hard to come by, that the top 1% of the world was intentionally controlling, so I would not be successful, and I was limited because I don't have a college degree, and I was too young, and it's very hard to make money as an author, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and that's why I wasn't successful. Because I was taking the abundance of the universe, the infinite consciousness of the universe, and I was collapsing it into a finite reality where I believed what the physical world told me. I believed I wasn't good enough, smart enough, I was too young, I wasn't qualified enough. So that was what I experienced, because the universe is so abundant that however you form thought energy is the reality that you're going to experience. The universe and God loves you so much, creation loves you so much, and it's such a free will place that however you form thought energy is how you collapse the infinite abundance of the universe into third dimensional time that you experience. Start affirming, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough. Remember, from abundance you take abundance and still abundance remains. Start openly receiving. So many people, somebody offers them money, somebody says, you're making a financial transaction that helps both people, and you're like, feel weird about it. Oh, how much do I owe you? Oh, normally it's $100, but today it's just 20, and we get all afraid, of accepting abundance. From abundance, you take abundance and still abundance remains. When you're in the energy of receiving abundance willingly and graciously, what happens? Your energy field expands. It rubs off on everyone around you, and it invites them into their own energy of abundance and tapping into abundance in their own life. You can't help them by living in the opposite energy. So this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and I've used this technique to change my life. And what I'm inviting you to do is to realize there is an infinite abundance, and when you tap into the creative force of the universe and you recognize the only way that you can help people struggling financially is for you to start living a more abundant life, then you can show them the ropes, then you can show them the way. When someone is struggling in mental and emotional period of their life, you're going to help them by tapping into abundance and happiness and having that rub off. Now, from abundance, you can take abundance and still abundance is going to remain. In fact, there's so much money printed every single day, every single year, that we lose the value of it by approximately 4% a year on the US dollar. They're printing too much of it. There's so much of it out there. There's enough raw materials in the world for you to have your dream home. There's enough for everyone. And you have to start looking at reality that way, or you're always going to be limited. You're going to think it's because you're too old, you're too young, you don't have the right resources, you don't have the right mentors, you don't know enough, you're not qualified, you grew up in the wrong place, you got the wrong color skin, you got the wrong color eyes, you have too many body rolls in your stomach. You're not a good enough communicator. You're just not worthy. You didn't grow up with the right families. You have the wrong genetics. None of that matters. You have the genetics of the divine intelligence, the creative force of the universe. Your spiritual DNA is absolutely perfect. Comment that down below. My spiritual DNA is perfect. Comment that down below. My spiritual DNA is perfect. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. If you want to take your abundance to the next level, download and start to demo the second mind. Now, your old reality wires into your brain. It's neuroscience. Every time you experience a reality or you have a thought pattern, you activate brain cells and then they fire and wire together. It's called Hebb's Law, which is a term in neuroscience, which basically means your brain synapses wire together. So it becomes difficult to attract the abundance and the success you crave if you haven't had it yet because it's wired into the chemistry of your brain. So we created a software called the second mind, literally creating your second mind that will allow you to attract whatever you want. And it's right there down below. You can demo it for free. It's thesecondmind.com right there down below. Thesecondmind.com right there down below. So go ahead, demo that for free and use that to start to get your brain used to firing and wiring for a life of prosperity, freedom, abundance, generosity. Right there down below. Thesecondmind.com right there down below. Hit the subscribe button, the bell notification. The bell notification is what notifies you for new videos. So even if you've already subscribed, double check you've actually hit the bell notification right over there, because the bell notification is what's going to notify you for new videos. Comment down below. My spiritual DNA is perfect. Remember what I was sharing with you from the Upanishads. From abundance, he took abundance. From abundance, she took abundance. And still abundance remains. From abundance, you can take abundance, and still abundance is going to remain because you can't divide infinite constant expansion. There's no way to divide it up and eventually we run out of it. There's no way to divide up God infinite energy and somehow we end up with less. So comment down below, from abundance, I take abundance, and still abundance remains. Just grill that into your subconscious mind. Make sure you comment that to make sure you leave with the takeaway. From abundance, I take abundance, and still abundance remains. From abundance, I take abundance, and still abundance remains.